Mr. Mufareh, he didn't have a lot for us this week. We know that Mr. Mufareh and his team are going through the applications and the questionnaires, and there are a lot of them. I don't know how long it's going to take them to get through that process. I don't know what system they're using. There's that word system again. But hopefully they'll have something for us next week, if not next week, by the end of the month. And I'm pretty sure that'll happen. And they're doing that so that they can determine who gets the priority placement. And I've already gone through that process and what happens after he announces those individuals that have the priority placement. And today I want to talk about something that it really is prudent for all of us to keep an eye on as we get into Victory with Ash, the learning platform, and the learning modules that he's going to have for all of us. It's a really, really important concept. And if it's in there, it really is life-changing, I think, for everybody that gets into Victory with Ash. And I want to start with just a simple concept, a simple statement. One product, one sale. And if you understand that concept, you're going to understand how powerful Victory Ash is going to be for you and I as we move forward, and I'll explain that. As I come into any business, I really, the first thing I do is I look at the product. You have to have a product that people want. They want it, they need it, and as you bring it to the market, they'll see the value in that product and they'll come in and buy. And if you have that, you're just heads and tails above the competition. You have a superior product that you're introducing to the market that people want and need. Really, really a big deal. Now, we don't have that right now because we don't know what Mr. Mufareh is bringing to the market. He hasn't shared that with us. That will come, and we will find out what the products are and just how good they are. I think they're going to be phenomenal. But once you get past that, you start to think about one product, superior product, and one sale online. Why is that so important? If you can develop one sale online with a very, very good product, you can scale that. You can do it over and over and over again. But it's really, really difficult to find that one product and get that one sale online. I'm not talking about selling to your family or your friends or people and respect you and will come out and go, yeah, I'll buy that. Maybe it's $100 or whatever it is. I'll buy that for you. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about an actual, online sale that you go out, you set up a system, you implement that system, and you get one sale. Why is that such a big deal? Because if you can do that, if you can get one sale with a really, really good product, now you can scale everything. If you can get one sale, you can get 10. If you can get 10 sales, you can get 100. If you can get 100 sales, you can get 1,000. If you can get 1,000 sales, you can get 10,000. And the time frame it takes to do that all depends on how you scale things. And a lot of that depends on the system you are going to use, what you're going to implement for your marketing techniques to get that one sale. Now here for me is where it gets really, really interesting and what I think you should keep your eye on. As we get into the Victory with Ash, that learning platform and the modules that Mr. Mufareh is going to have for us, what if with all the talents that Mr. Mufareh has, they don't just bring one system to the table? In other words, giving you a very, very good system that's worked for the last 20 years. It's proven it will work if you implement it, and then bringing in that one sale. What if they do that? What if they bring in one system for each and every one of us? Very simple system to do. Anybody can do it. We're going to have the tools necessary to set that system up, either with Mr. Mufareh or we'll buy them online. It doesn't really matter. And I won't talk about what Mr. Mufareh is going to provide because I don't know. But if you have that system, you can get the tools together to implement that system and literally connect all the parts of that system together so that they work as one system. Now, with the talent that Mr. Mufareh has, What if they bring 2 or 3 or 4 different sales systems that you can use for one product and that one sale? This is extraordinary if it's in the Victory with Ash learning platform. And the learning platform is a stepping stone to the new business. It will give you the tools necessary, the knowledge necessary for you to go into the new business, the new vehicle with Mr. Mufareh and be successful. That's what Mr. Mufareh is doing here. And if he and his team can put together 2, 3, 4 different systems, and they all work, they're all proven, they've worked for years, maybe decades, and you can come in, implement these systems, and put them to work for you. Systems, systems, systems. And when you start using a system, there will come a time when that system is automated, and then you step back and you watch the system work, and you manage it. You manage it, how it's working, you look at the matrix, how the numbers work. When you have more money than you're spending, now you can invest more into your business to scale your business, and all of a sudden the one sale becomes 10, and then it becomes 100, and then it becomes 1,000. And I believe in time, and it does take time to do this. I don't care what system you use, it takes time. And I'm not talking about years, guys. It takes time, maybe a month, maybe 2, maybe 3. It just depends on the system you're using. But if you have 2, 3, 4 different systems to choose from, you pick the one that works for you the best, that fits your personality the best, you implement that system, you put it to work for you, and then you start to scale and scale and scale. This is a really, really big deal. It's a concept you need to understand and keep an eye out for. And I believe as we come into Victory with Ash, Mr. Mufareh and his talent that he's put there, they're going to have more than one system. They're going to have more than one way to come in and make one sale and make one commission. And in the end, that's what we're doing. We are selling. We're selling to individuals with a superior product. We're making one sale and making one commission at a time. And if you have a system that will do that, and you have 2 or 3 or 4 different systems to choose from that fit your personality, your success is just baked in the bread. It will come to you once you implement what Mr. Mufareh is doing for each and every one of us. So when you think about Victory with Ash, when you think about coming into Victory with Ash, when you think about the learning process and the learning curve you're going to have to understand these things, it's a big deal. This concept is key to your success. It will develop a system for you that has been proven. And I can tell you, if you have a system that's been proven, you're just heads and tails above the competition. Because if you're doing it on your own, it just takes a very, very long time to develop a system where the metrics work for you and you're making more money than you're spending. So I thought it was very important to come on and just tell you, keep an eye out for what Mr. Mufareh is going to be sharing with us with Victory for Ash. And it's why everybody should come into Victory with Ash initially. That's the reason you come there. You come there to get that information that will literally put your success in stone. You will succeed because of what Mr. Mufareh is sharing with us. But it's more than that, because Victory with Ash, there's no other way to get into the new business unless you are in Victory with Ash. You have to go through Mr. Mufareh in order to get to the new vehicle, the new business. What Mr. Mufareh is doing, he's literally giving you the things you need to do to be successful as we go into that new vehicle. So I thought I'd come on and share that with you. I think it's important to understand and know what's happening. I've already talked about systems. They're a really, really big deal. Well, what if Mr. Mufareh is going to give us 1, 2, 3, 4 different systems that we can set up depending on our personality and what works for us, and then move into the new vehicle, the new business? It's a big deal, and I don't think as we come into Victory with Ash, Chris talked about this a little bit the other day, the way we're going to be learning how to do this, it's different than any other type of learning that you've been in, whether it's high school, whether it's college, whether it's tutorials, whatever it is. And I don't know what it is, but Mr. Mufareh has told Chris that it's a really, really unique way to learn, and it's a fun way to learn, and you can learn very, very quickly. That's a key, because I don't think it's that long before we go into the new vehicle, the new business. I don't think it's going to be months and years. I think it's going to be sooner than you think, although we do need to come into Victory with Ash, spend a little bit of time there, and then move into the big, bold, beautiful new business. So I just wanted to come on and kind of go over that a little bit with everybody. We're getting that time, and I think it'll be next week, by the end of the month for sure, that he'll come out with the priority placements, those individuals that get the priority placements. Then we'll get to find their links. We'll find a link, come into Victory with Ash, and then the game starts. We start learning, and we start getting ready for success. So that's it for today, guys. I'm Mike Ellis, by the way. Hope you have a great weekend. I'm sure we'll have more for you next week, and from there, we'll just absolutely see you on the inside. Take care. Bye.